Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Jviator back with another banger, and today we are breaking down the official RuneSlayer class tier list for the Tundra and the Beach update. So today we're gonna be going over every class and we're ranking them from probably worst to best and talking about their positives and negatives and what you should be looking at going in the future while trying to play in the Tundra. So I've been testing out every class, solo runs, team runs, PvP, PvE, all that type of stuff, and I'm ranking them based on how well they actually perform and how hard these classes actually will carry you. Also maybe adding in how fun they are to play, but that's not really what we're worrying about. We're worrying about actual positives, negatives, and the versatility of each class and how they actually perform in play. So first up on our list, we got Striker. And Striker is going to be going in the C tier. It is not hitting right now. I'm just not gonna lie, it's just not hitting this season. And after this update, like it got some changes to it, but it's just not reliable compared to these other classes that we're going over. And it just struggles to keep up with the fact that you're like really relying on it being it's a melee class, so you're really relying on just yourself, and it's not a safe class compared to like Archer or something like Warrior, where you have like survivability, but you do get like some pretty good skills. You get Limit Breaker, you get Rampage, you get Uppercut, so things like that gives you like iframe. So if you're like really good at the class, it's not a bad class, but it's just not a class you should be playing after this update. Like everything else on this list is just better. But I'm not gonna lie, I have seen some good Striker players, and I'm not saying it can't work in a over like a group setting or a team play match or something like that, but it's not performing as well as it's not getting the right amount of attention that it needed this update. But it can definitely do well with the right combos, but it's just really fragile, and it's very matchup dependent. But next up we have Warrior, and Warrior is going in the B tier. It's a safe class to go, and it's a comfortable B tier. It's a comfortable B. It's not S tier. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. You have a lot of survivability. It's a tank class. It's melee based, so if you're like a new player just looking to pick up a class, or if you're just trying to make a new build and you want to be able to just do whatever, it'll be perfect for solo play. It's perfect for like team stuff, team fights, going over a boss or something like that. It's a safe middle ground, and there's nothing that's holding it back, but there's nothing that really sets it apart to where you're gonna be like, you're not carrying somebody on your own with that. It's good for solo because you can do a lot of stuff by yourself and fight a lot of the mobs by yourself, but it's just a safe class to play. But it's a starter class, it's very versatile, but mid to late game it just gets outshined by like some other classes. But stuff you get is like battle aura, that's really good. Your charge is really good. The counter ability is also really strong, and whirlwind is good AoE. So it's whatever you like to play. But if you're into like tank stuff, I would definitely go with Warrior. It's a solid B tier, but you can't really go wrong with it. So next up we got the Thief class, and honestly I would put Thief in I would put it in A tier. I don't know if I'm gonna put it in S tier. It's really good, because it's an agile class. You have a lot of it's like a go in, get some hits, and then jump out type of class. You get backstab, ambush, triple dagger throw for bleed. It's pretty good for zoning as well. What's that one move? Liver shot. It's good for stunning. Whenever you're trying to like stun a mob or something like that, so that's also really good. But it's also really fragile, so in my opinion, like early game it's not that great, but at the late game it is really strong. Now you get some of the highest DPS in the game, and in 1v1 situations, or if you're into PvP, it's also really strong, especially after this update. So if you're good at mobility and timing your stuff, it's a really strong class. But I will say you have to definitely learn your dodges and play around your dodge more than just going willy-nilly like a warrior class. Another good class is the Archer class, and that will be going in the A tier. And Archer class is a really safe class. It's reliable. You get high damage. There's like, I would say it's probably more versatile than Warrior in terms of like late game, because you get an insane amount of DPS. We're not really gonna go over subclasses in this video. I might do another video talking about subclasses and then maybe re-ranking this based on the subclasses, but this is just mainly for the base classes. But Archer is also a really strong class, and really you don't even have to do anything too much. You're always playing from safe distance. You know, it's a range class, so you're always like able to just rotate your skills, and then half the time you'll just dodge, wait for your cooldowns, and then, you know, attack again. You get a lot of AoE stuff, pretty evasive. Like it's I would say it's better for PvE. I would say it's pretty good for PvP if you're good at hitting your shots. Range is always good no matter what. I will say it is a little squishy playing myself, but as long as you're, you know, paying attention and not getting hit and, you know, dodging well, you're fine for most of the time. But yeah, Archer's also really strong this season, so this update, you know, you'll be chilling with that. We have Magician, so we got Mage, and honestly, S tier. It's just S tier, you know, like early game, it's not, you have to it's definitely something to get used to if you start to decide to go Mage. But once you hit late game, and once you hit like Tundra, and once you hit the beach area, like it's fragile at first, but once you get like mana shield and all that stuff, and you just get so much use out of Mage late game. Especially, I'm trying to not base this off subclass, but like I'm a little biased because I played Mage myself, but like Mage just does it all. It just does. Like you have, you know, obviously, like, okay, for Mage, I'm gonna explain why, because everyone should be using a Fiend, right? If you're using Sorcerer on Mage, you're you know, something's wrong with you. Like it's as bad as freaking, you know, Samurai, but whatever. Mage is super good this update. Like if you're not going Mage, or if you don't have a Mage when you're running a boss fight, like you're doing something wrong. Like it's so strong. You get Blink, you get Overload for insane amount of damage boosting. It's really easy to get your items and your abilities, and a lot of the stuff that you need to like make it perform at the highest level is pretty easy to get your drops. Like other than getting like a fairy, that might be a hard, but like you can literally trade for like almost all of the stuff that you really need. But like it's such high DPS, you can literally carry your team with Mage. I've literally seen some like fights where, you know, it's just 3 mages and that's all you need. Like you get your mages, you get your fiends as your, you know, as your tankers, and all you do is sit back, press a button, and you just win. You just press a button and win. It's the easiest thing in the game. You know, there's no way you can mess up a mage. Like it's just impossible to do bad unless you're just brain dead. I don't know, but like it's good, and it has good AoE damage. It has good single target damage. You know, it's really good in PvP. Like it's just, there's just so much abilities that it has that you can use with it, as well as you can get the lightning skills. And once you get the lightning skills, you know, it's a wrap. Like you have your entire setup, and you know, Mage is just S tier for a reason. Like if you see a Mage, bro, just know they're cooking up. And for last but not least, we have Priest, and for sure, I want to put it in A, but I think I would put it on S tier, simply because, you know, Priest has teleport now, so it like makes, you know, it's just also really convenient. But the ability to heal yourself is probably like one of the best things you can have in the game. And like I'll give Mage, you know, the fact that Mage has greater conjuring and create water is also like really strong. Like that's why like you literally every time before a fight you can just mass buff your entire team with Mage. But Priest is also really good because you can get some buffs as well. But you can get Resurrection, and Resurrection is so clutch, especially for a boss fight. So if you're just trying to grind and get like a lot of team fights done, if you have a couple mages, a couple priests on your team, having Resurrection can help a lot. You get Holy Shields, you get, what's it called, Severa's Light, as well as the Divine Resonance. I think that's the AoE healing ability it has. And Greater Smite is also a really strong move. Like Priest Priest is without a doubt S tier, like top of the S tier. I was considering putting it in A simply because the fact that when it comes to Priest, like it is a little reliant on having, you know, a decent, you know, if you're fighting a boss, it is a little reliant on having like a good tank for your build. But like Priest is like such a good, it's a support class, but like, you know, you're not doing the most DPS, but like for what it does, the fact that it heals, the fact that it does damage, the fact that you can resurrect people, like come on, bro, like let's be so real. Like the Priest, you should always have a Priest when you're running a raid. Like it's just something you really need, and it can never go wrong. But that's all for today. I mean, we have Samurai. My opinion on Samurai, I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with y'all. Do not run Samurai. There's no reason to be running Samurai at all this update. It's horrendous. It is horrible. Do not use this trash class, bro. There's no reason to run Samurai. There's no like benefits to it. In my opinion, the best thief and the best warrior is always like better, or even the best striker is better than like a samurai. Like there's no reason to run samurai. It's just like a PvP class, if that, you know, like I would say it's good for PvP, but like it's not a useful class. I'm sorry. Like I've seen some samurais, but I've never been like, wow, like samurai, like I might make a samurai build. Like no, like I'm sorry, if you're running samurai, just wipe your build, just make a new character, bro. Come on, you know you want to. But that's all for today, guys. Anyway, that's my official RuneSlayer class tier list, and this is based on the new update. So just let me know in the comments if you agree, if you disagree, or if you know whatever your main is. You know, maybe you know something I don't, but this is based off of like, you know, playing for like over the past like 3 updates, you know. So now that trading's back, I think that a lot more characters are gonna have we're gonna see a lot more people shine a lot more. But you know, other than that, I think this is a pretty accurate tier list, at least for this update in terms of the Tundra, because you know it's a little bit unique to get used to, but it is what it is. Anyway, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, you know, hit that like button, comment in the comments. We got more content, you know, coming soon. But anyway, it's your boy Jviator. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.